Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video we'll be talking about the fate of our beloved Jessie Rasberry from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. In the remake, Jessie got a much larger role than in the original game, and a lot of fans really grew attached to her, including myself. And no wonder a lot of people were upset with her death in the remake, although she also died in the original. But the question that comes when you've witnessed the end of this game is, did she actually really die? And is there a possibility that she survived? And that's what we're going to discuss in this video, so let's get straight to it. So to explain the fate of Jessie, we'll also have to take a look at our other eco-terrorist friends, like what happened to Biggs and Wedge, you know? Jessie apparently died in chapter 12 while defending the pillar from the Shinar forces, just like in the original. This chapter was certainly one of the most, emotional moments of the game for me and for a lot of people. Not only did we lose Jessie, but we supposedly lost Biggs and Wedge in this chapter. However, those who played a little further noticed Wedge was still alive, somehow, but only to maybe die again at the Shinra HQ.
Psych!
For those of you who already finished the game will have witnessed the scene with Biggs being alive again, despite dying in front of our eyes in chapter 12.
Psych!
So how is he still alive and how is he there? The answer to that question remains a mystery, but my guess is that it will probably have something to do with the Whispers. Perhaps the Whispers decided to change fate, or the actions of Cloud and his fellowship at the end with the battle with defeating the Harbingers of Fate might have triggered a different... might have caused something. It's unclear, it's a mystery. So we're not gonna dive into that, on how Biggs and Jessie might be alive, but we're gonna talk about, are they alive? Are there signs that they're alive? But in any case, Biggs being alive raises a lot of questions in this scene, including Jessie's survival. There are multiple hints for Jessie's survival, and they're pretty much all in this very scene with Biggs. The reason number one is Biggs being alive is possibly also a hint for Jesse's survival as well. Jessie and Biggs both died before our eyes as they said their last words at the pillar before they died. So if Biggs somehow survived, why wouldn't Jessie be alive as well? The circumstances they both died in were very similar. Biggs' survival could hint to Jessie having survived as well. They could have been saved by this, for example, they could have been saved by the same unknown rescuer, by someone or something. But I don't think Biggs made it out alive on his own, because he is injured and he's still resting in his bed in the ending scene. So I don't think he would have done it himself. The second hint also supports this theory. We can see another bat in this very frame over here. It's not really visible and clear, but I think we can kind of make out the shape of a bat. We don't see anyone on it really, but perhaps Jessie recovered a lot faster and went out to grab some food or take a shower or whatever, explaining that she's not there at the moment. We can't really see what it is, as the developers didn't really, focus on what was on the right side of the bedside table. So we can't really see what's on the right side. It could be another bed with someone lying on there. It would be possible for Jessie and Biggs getting rescued and cared for at the Leaf House in the same room. But anyway, it's not a clear indication, but it's a subtle hint for Jessie's survival. The next hint in this scene is that we can see Jessie's glove on the bedside table. And yes, this is Jessie's glove. This is not Biggs' glove or Wedge's glove or whatever. It's Jessie's glove. Since if you compare these two pictures, you can definitely see this is Jessie's glove and not Biggs' glove. So this is definitely Jessie's glove. And in my opinion, this is one of the clearest signs that she is still alive. However, it could of course mean that someone picked up the glove between the debris and brought it there. That's also a possibility, but I doubt it. The final and next hint I want to point out is maybe a minor thing, but it could also be very much a very big hint. It depends on how you look at it. On the bedside table, we see this little pencil basket containing exactly 3 pencils. These 3 pencils could very much symbolize the trio of Jessie, Biggs and Wedge still being alive. Or it could mean nothing, of course. But you do have to keep in mind that you don't put a random amount of pencils in that basket as a developer. And especially not in this scene. I'm not claiming I'm a Japanese cultural expert, but I do know one thing: symbols and symbolism have always been a big part of Japanese aesthetics, both in traditional and modern designs. So there's a big possibility that the choice of the 3 pencils could very well mean the survival of Jessie, Biggs and Wedge, of the trio. I think there's a decent chance that that actually symbolizes the 3 of them surviving. So in this scene there are a lot of hints hinting at Jessie's survival, but remember, these are only theories and speculation. There's no real answer to this question yet, so we'll have to wait for the next game. Personally, I think Jessie and Biggs and Wedge are still alive, especially with the whole theme of defying fate at the end of this game and actually through the whole duration of this game. I say there's a fair chance we'll see them again in the upcoming games, and I would personally be very happy if they decided to keep Jessie alive, since her character and relationship with Cloud is very amusing and fun to watch in this game. And it's definitely visible in the remake that Cloud also does care a lot for Jessie. And she definitely became a fan favorite, and keeping her alive would please a lot of fans. But what do you guys think? Is she really alive or is she actually dead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. And thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a very pleasant day.
Psych!